Kay, happy Tuesday. We are through to the conference championships. It's just incredible. Divisional round weekend did what it always does and kept us so entertained. What was the standout performance for you, either team or individual?
I have to say, Devin White. What an incredible performance. I really think we have to be talking about him in the same vein as a Bobby Wagner at some point. The Bucks don't get enough national love. Not enough people watch their games week to week, but the performance he was all over the field, an absolute nightmare for the Saints that Drew Brees will not forget into retirement. It was an awesome performance, and if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I am not excited about seeing White out there.
No, absolutely not. Well, on Brees, looks as though it was his last game. Still haven't heard complete confirmation, but we kind of know it was. Is it the right time for him to go? Would you have liked to see him hang on and win one more Super Bowl? And what's your favourite, as a Saints fan, your favourite Brees memory or Brees legacy?
Everybody wants a storybook ending for him to raise the Lombardi another time, but he ended with his family on the field with another great Tom Brady. It was not a great game. I never would have wished 3 interceptions for him, but he's so beloved by that city. I think it is the right time to move on. This isn't, I wasn't born a Saints fan, Hannah, but the past couple of years, it really felt like it was taken from Saints fans by calls, by things that were out of their hands. This was one that the Saints lost. Not by coaching. I actually like the game plan through and through going into it. But when you fumble like that with Jared Cook and you do turn over the ball as many times as they did, you lost the game. So there's something about it that felt like it was closure. It felt like they knew themselves leaving the field that day that they weren't enough. It wasn't that they were robbed by any call, by any PI, by any trickery, by anything. So that sort of gave me some solace in a weird way, and it makes it seem like, okay, now we're ready to close this chapter and open up a new one. And Drew Brees is always going to mean a lot to that city, of course. My favorite memory probably the most time I've spent with him personally is at the Super Bowl when they were not playing. It was a couple of years ago. We were working for Nickelodeon with all of these kids, and he was getting slimed, and it was so amazing. And it's who he is in his heart that really stands out more than what he does on the field.
Yeah, he's so beloved by all the fans and the city of New Orleans as well. You can just tell. Let's talk about the conference championships then. Can you believe we're at conference championship stage of the season? It's nuts. Which of these matchups intrigues you more? Now, admittedly, at this point, we don't know who is playing quarterback for Kansas City, but let's assume it's Mahomes. So once again, we've got the young guns in the AFC, Allen versus Mahomes. Yeah. And then the future Hall of Famers in the NFC, Brady and Rodgers. Which of these games intrigues you the most, and what are you excited about?
I think all year I have talked about how difficult it is for me to turn the page on the veteran quarterbacks. Phillip Rivers falling was not fun for me to see. Drew Brees, obviously emotionally leaving the field. I don't want to see those guys leave the game, so I'm going to stay and root on the veterans. Tom Brady up against Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron probably wanted it this way. If I were to guess, he wanted the most competitive thing to take down the guy who has 6 rings and help Aaron get his second one. So I think that's all going to play into this. Aaron gets to play at home for the first time ever in an NFC championship game. I think that's huge. I think it's wild and absurd that hasn't happened yet as many times as he's been in the league and in these games. So I'm really excited to see what his home field advantage looks like even without fans. And he's just on this. I'm just fascinated by Aaron Rodgers. Playing at this different level mentally, I feel like even more than physically. Physically, it's always been there. I loved seeing a vintage rushing touchdown out of him last week. That was super fun. So it's exciting on the field, but he's out there playing a different game than everybody else mentally. And Tom Brady just brings all of that excitement and him just changing a franchise around that has no business in recent memory being in a game this big. And it just shows what a contender he is. It's a phenomenal matchup.
It certainly is. We absolutely can't wait. Kay, thank you so much as always.
Have fun. Enjoy.